This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Steve Irvin with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. The nation mourning the loss of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Her family says she passed away from complications of pancreatic cancer at the age of 87. She was surrounded by family at her Washington, D.C. home. In recent years, the justice has battled 3 kinds of cancer. She was appointed to the court in 1993 by President Clinton, becoming the second woman appointed. Many of Arizona's representatives in Congress from both sides of the aisle sharing condolences on Twitter. Republican Congresswoman Debbie Lesko saying Ginsburg paved the way for many women in the legal profession. Representative Greg Stanton calling her one of the finest citizens and jurists in American history. And Governor Doug Ducey releasing a statement on her passing, saying in part, she has inspired generations of young girls and boys and gave us one of the most endearing examples of how to befriend those from across the aisle. Part of Justice Ginsburg's enduring legacy is her friendship with Justice Scalia, a reminder of the importance of civility and decency. Now is the time for our country to honor her and her historic life, and she so rightly deserves. Now to the latest on the coronavirus pandemic. For the second day in a row and for the first time in weeks, Arizona reporting more than 1,000 coronavirus cases in a single day. It's not because the infection rate is actually increasing, but because the state has been adding antigen tests to the total data. Now, antigen tests are a different kind of test that diagnoses COVID. The Department of Health Services says Friday was the last day those test results, which date back weeks, will need to be added. Meantime, the weekend could show a much lower number of reported cases. ASU making big changes to the fall schedule. In an email to students, the university saying after Thanksgiving, classes will go online and many finals will need to happen before the holiday break. December graduation will also be virtual. ASU does plan to bring students back on campus in the spring. Vice President Mike Pence ending a big week for the Trump campaign in the push for Arizona's vote after the second lady and Ivanka Trump, even the president himself, came to rally voters. Now, the vice president arrived a little before 11 a.m. and began his day here with a roundtable discussion on school choice and economic policies benefiting the Latino community with the Libre initiative as part of Hispanic Heritage Month. Then this afternoon, Pence speaking for a Veterans for Trump event in Litchfield Park.
The road to victory runs right through Arizona.
He even told the crowd when he'd be back in our state the day after the vice presidential debate in Salt Lake City, which is also the day after early voting starts in Arizona. But the campaigning doesn't end here. Another one of President Trump's children will be making an appearance in the Valley. Donald Trump Jr. will be in Chandler next week for a Students for Trump rally. And Saturday, Dr. Jill Biden will take part in a virtual phone bank calling Arizona voters. This weekend, enjoy a great meal while supporting local businesses. Arizona Restaurant Week is in full swing. There are nearly 140 restaurants across the state participating in the 10-day culinary event. Each restaurant highlighting some of their specialties and 3-course meals. You'll also find 2 different options at most places, one of them for $33, the other for $44, many with takeout Restaurant Week menus as well. You can check out the full list on ABC15.com.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We are expecting a slightly cooler forecast leading up to your weekend and early next week, too. However, the haze will still linger thanks to the wildfire smoke coming in from California, but temperatures won't be close to 109 or 108 or 107 like what we had on your Friday. So your Valley Pool forecast for your Saturday showing a high of 104, still hazy at times, but the UV index only at 8 tomorrow, so burn time between 15 to 25 minutes. So obviously lather up with that sunscreen. Air quality will be in the moderate count, even with the haze that we are expecting. A hot one across the west with highs anywhere from 106 in Bullhead City to 107 in Yuma. Up in the high country, a lot cooler in the 70s and 80s in Flagstaff, Heber, and Cholo. Here's that 7-day forecast. Breezes on your Saturday with a high of 104. Same on Sunday. And those temperatures drop a little more early next week with highs up to 102 for the first day of fall.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.